now they're back in their own podcast. Sit back, relax, Still Spinning is here. Still spinning, still spinning, still spinning, still spinning.
Ah, dang it.
What'd you do?
I had to spit out the rest of my Tootsie Pop.
Oh, no, Dan didn't
I thought
Tootsie Pop eating appropriately.
I was trying to chew it and get it. I'm like, right before we started the theme song, I'm like, well, I got to eat this thing. And so I quit counting and I went right to the center of the Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. And I thought I could swallow the whole thing and eat it and get it. Nope.
Dan, I'm so disappointed. That's the best part. That's why you always save the wrapper of a Tootsie Pop.
So you can set it down?
So you could set it down, or if you have to spit it out and put it back in your mouth. Same with a cough drop.
I don't think I've ever. I guess that's not true. I actually have it sitting right here. While we were doing other things, I was actually sitting here playing with the Tootsie Pop, and I would set it down. Yeah, but anyway, okay, forget it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Still Spinning podcast. It is Dan and Nicole. So this is our live recording for the podcast, which you're hearing if you're listening to the podcast on Wednesday. So happy Wednesday and welcome. If you would like more information on how to become a spinner, which basically means you get more content than everyone else, we do bonus content every week. You can go to our website, which is right there on your screen, stillspinningpodcast.com. From there, you can buy merch, you can buy I don't know. You can buy merch, listen to the past episodes, and you can sign up to be one of our spinners, and that's who gets more bonus content. Yes, Paul says tonight we spin
in all caps. Da, da, da.
Indeed, tonight, we do.
We spin. I like that. That might have been the quickest we were derailed on any episode. Was
the first word out of my mouth.
The intro out, and Dan's already like. I was like at first. Because our pictures go real small during the theme song playing. I thought you left. I was like, well, guess just me now. Gonna carry this bad boy my own.
Also, since we're already derailed, let me jump over and ask you for topic number 3 today. Yeah. Did you happen to read the story, or are you leaving that up to me?
That is you.
Okay. I know I'm doing the story. I just didn't know if
not read it.
Okay, don't. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Oh God, are you gonna quiz me?
It's just a little something.
Oh Lord.
I just want to see.
Yeah. No, I did not read it.
And you might have vetoed the whole topic had you actually read it. So.
Okay, great.
All right. So we'll get there eventually.
That's a little tease, everybody.
Yes.
It's a little tease. And just so you know, generally speaking, Dan and I don't we decide what we're going to talk about sometimes, but we don't talk about the stories themselves usually. Yeah. So the other person generally is coming in with fresh eyes and ears.
And we don't want to already know what we're going to say. We intentionally don't discuss this before we might say we're going to talk about this, and this. And we say, okay. And then that's it.
Yep. And then we talk about dumb stuff for the rest of the time before we start.
My nephew was having dinner with my nephew a couple weeks ago. And,
how old?
He's older. I mean, he's 20.
Okay, 20s.
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah,
adult.
He's an adult. He's got a kid. And he was asking me. He was telling me, he's like, because he watches and listens to the podcast every week, and he's like, how much? And it's Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Matty Matt. He asked me. He goes like, how much time? Because you guys got to spend so much time putting that podcast together. And I'm like, Matt. I said, does it seem like we spend a lot of time?
Sound like we do?
It's just one of those, wow, they're so good. It doesn't like, no. I said, yeah. Oh, I said hours, Matt. Hours and hours we spend putting together this podcast. We literally spend more time editing the podcast for upload than we do actually.
Right, and writing the recap.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's actually true.
Okay, let's start with this. Let's get her going. So I want to tell you about a little argument that my wife and I had. Not an argument, and this is sort of a long-running thing.
Okay.
When it's cold out, I don't have like stuff at the beginning or the end of the day. I will take my wife to work so she doesn't have to get in a super cold car.
That's nice.
She comes in. Well, and I'm not doing anything, right? And it's a nice way to get out of the house. I can stop at Starbucks on the way home.
There it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I could stop at Starbucks anyway, Nicole.
Well, that's true.
So it's still me doing something nice. But when it's really cold, I think it's stupid to go outside, open the garage door, and then go get in the car. That's dumb, right? Get in the car first and then open the garage door because it's cold. You don't want to let all that cold air in your garage while you're standing out there in it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. That's not the point.
I was like,
no,
okay.
no, here's where the argument comes in.
All right.
So we go get in the car. I start the car.
Before the doors open?
Yes.
No. Carry on.
Well, it sounds like you've already chosen sides here.
Is that what the argument's about?
She is convinced we are going to die.
100%, Dan.
Garage door is closed for 3 or 4 seconds while the car is running.
Mm-mm.
What is that like you guys have watched way too many movies. There's not enough time for poisonous gases to build up. There's not enough noxious fumes to where a spark is going to make the garage explode. Why
risk it? Do you really want to be the anomaly?
Because I'm not risking anything.
I disagree.
Why risk it? There's nothing to risk.
I am 100% on Jennie's side on this one. You do not. Mm-mm.
She is convinced we are going to die if I start that car and the garage door is not open. It will be open in about 3 seconds, but if I start the car and then reach up and open the garage door, she is convinced we are going to die.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think you're going to die that quickly, but I don't think it's good for you. I think that's enough time for the fumes to come back into the car.
It's not anything. It's not anything for me.
No, I'm with her on this one. I would absolutely never. I'm never starting first off, I park in the street, but I'm not starting the car while the garage door is closed. No way.
It's not like I'm starting it. It's not like I'm warming up the car and then going out to the garage. Literally, it's 3 seconds at the most before the garage starts opening.
Why don't you just open the door first if it makes her feel better?
Because I don't think about it. It's not that I'm not intentionally going, watch this. I'm going to make her
This'll piss her off.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Although now I kind of do that.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't start off that way, but now I'm like, look, we're still alive. And now like, ooh,
that doesn't help.
4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7. We should
Wait
open the garage door. 8. No, how long do you think it's going to take to pass out? You realize that if you actually do like the thing where people run a hose from the back of their car and stick it in their car, that takes still like 10 or 15 minutes. And and the exhaust is pouring right in your car.
Yeah. I still think it's just not a
saying,
wise
by the way,
practice.
Not saying you should do that and do it for 5 minutes or anything. I'm just saying that's a bad idea. But I like it's opening up. I just find it very funny. It's one of those weird, I don't know where this belief came from. It is an insane, irrational belief.
I don't think it's insane or irrational.
She is convinced we will die. If that,
because those are toxic fumes. That's why she thinks that, because she's right. Now, I'm a person who believes that your car, the gas in your car will freeze if you let it drop.
Yeah, she thinks that too.
Yeah, if you let it drop below X amount of gas in the car, it could freeze your pipes or whatever is in the car. She grew up in Iowa too, right?
Yeah,
or was she on the Illinois side?
Illinois side, but I feel like you guys should move in together.
Okay. I'd totally live with Jennie. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. And then it'd be me and Paul, and nobody would want to come over to our house.
Oh my God, you guys would just drive around a parking lot for 2 hours trying to find the right spot.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people too?
What do you mean? Well, I mean, I'll do it a little bit. Yeah.
Drive around a parking lot?
If it's cold. If it's warm, I just you know what? I can use the walk.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Have you ever, in your entire life, all 57 years, what is it?
All right. Okay. Calm down.
All in the 50
53.
plus years of your life, have you ever, one time heard of somebody's gas tank freezing?
No,
ever?
No, but my grandpa told me that. So I feel like it's probably true. And you would put that, I don't remember what that stuff was called, but it was in a little yellow container and you would put it into your gas to make sure it doesn't freeze?
Heat.
Oh yeah, that is what it was called. With two E's.
Right. Yeah. Heat.
Heat.
Yeah. Yeah. But like that's never happened. Like
I bet it's happened.
I don't even think that happens in like Siberia. You don't hear a story. Now, what you do hear is that the oil like the oil gets so thick that when you go to start the car, the viscosity of the oil is really bad. So people like who live in North Dakota, they do this all the time, or even like in Montana. But you hear this in Russia. You plug your car in at night, so there's an engine block heater that's plugged in, so that keeps the oil. It has nothing to do with the gas. The gas is not going to freeze.
Interesting.
It keeps the oil. It doesn't keep it. Well, it does not as. I mean, it's still going to get a little bit of a little thicker, but it's not going to like become rock solid. That you don't want. But that's the thing that cold's going to do to your car, and it's got nothing to do with you having a quarter of a tank. My wife will not let it fall below a quarter of a tank in the winter.
She is Jennie convinced. And I should live together.
Yeah, she is convinced.
I can't roll my window all the way down in the winter when it's cold out because my window will stick down. It's automatic windows, but for some reason it sticks down.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I found that out the hard way. Paul's got a good point. Odds are in your favor playing Russian roulette. Does that make you want to play?
No. But you know what? It would make me want to play if nobody in history ever died from playing Russian roulette.
I don't know, Dan.
If Russian roulette was there are no bullets in the gun, yeah, I'll play it. I don't care.
Oh, jeez. I think we're clearly falling on Jennie's side.
Nobody has ever died from the garage door being closed for 3 seconds with the car running. Ever. Nobody's garage has ever exploded because the garage door was closed for 3 seconds with the car running.
What about like your animals and stuff? You know what I mean? Like
it's 3 seconds. It's like peeing into the ocean. It's like you're not going to.
What does that mean? Peeing into the ocean.
It means you can pee all you want into the ocean. You can never pee enough to actually have an effect on the ocean. It doesn't.
What a weird analogy. Do you use this often? I've never heard you say this. But it's in a way
like
the delusion of the
how Milwaukee
is not gonna happen from you peeing.
You know how Milwaukee keeps dumping when they have like a lot of rain? We keep dumping our overflow poop into Lake Michigan,
which comes down here to Chicago.
But here's the thing. It doesn't.
Right.
By the time it gets barely offshore in Milwaukee, it's gone. You can actually watch it. It's sick,
gross,
it's disgusting enough. But if you do an overhead, you can actually watch it disappear, and it doesn't get that far into the water, and it's just gone because it's so diluted. That's exactly what happens with the air in your garage. Yeah. You're fine. And by the way, Chicago's got some big cojones to complain about that.
Why?
Because,
what are they doing to you?
Oh well, not to me now, but. Back in the day, we've talked about the Chicago River, right?
Oh, well, yeah. That was definitely back in the day, though.
Yeah, but I mean, so that's why those intake valves are way out there in the Chicago. When you're looking at it from downtown Chicago, you can see those things that look like little lighthouses out in the heart.
Oh, yeah.
That's water intake. And they're out there because the Chicago River, when they used to have all the slaughterhouses, and basically Chicago just used it as a sewer, and they had to keep moving the intake out because the water was poisoning and making people sick. So instead of fixing that problem, what Chicago did was, hey, let's send the water the other direction downtown. Let's send it down to Peoria, and let's send the water that way.
Not making us sick.
Right. Exactly right. It was like this big marvel of engineering. Look, we reversed the Chicago River. Yeah. So you didn't fix the problem. You just, in the Chicago way, just sent it somebody else. So my point is, I don't really want to hear anybody from Chicago complaining about Milwaukee dumping their poop in the water.
It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, fine. All right.
Literally zero chance of anything happening by doing what Dan did, says the fake one. Mm-hmm. Gas tanks
Big
used
189,
to explode.
thank you.
Gas tanks used to explode in Grandpa's time too, just saying. Progress.
I mean, that's actually probably very true. It was a different time, Dan. It was a different time.
Carlos says pee and poop is where this podcast is going. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be
fair. Let me see.
I feel like we've been there for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that's new.
And topic number 3 is, well, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yes.
Wait
All
for
right.
it, Dan.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
All right. Yes.
All right. But first, we got to talk about Staten Island. First off, have you ever been to Staten Island?
No.
What an adventure. First off, so many sweatpants. Everyone wears sweatpants like just out in the world. Like,
why?
It's I don't know. It's like the basic costume.
Okay.
Staten Island's very, very interesting to go to. But this week they were in the news. A parent altercation at a youth basketball game on Staten Island prompts new rules for the spectators. Staten Island's borough president is giving a stern warning for parents at youth sporting events: behave or get out. The announcement comes after a group of parents got into a brawl during a youth basketball game. Video obtained by the Staten Island Advance, which is the name of this news source, shows two moms at a 6th grade boys basketball game taking shots at each other. It just keeps getting better. The Catholic Youth Organization officials say the violence unfolded at St. Teresa St. Rita Stream Academy during a game between the school and St. Clair's. Instead of being responsible adults, they let it go, let it rip. And I just thought, well, enough is enough, says the bureau president. In light of what happened, the Catholic Youth Organization, which oversees parish-based sports, announced Tuesday new rules to ensure spectators are no longer acting out of bounds. If you're thrown out or removed from a gymnasium from a referee, you get a 1-year ban. If it happens twice, that's lifetime. And if there is a fight or physical altercation, the lifetime ban is immediate. I can actually completely see this happening because parents just can't let the kids do anything anymore.
It's always the parents, always. Part of me always wanted to be like a little league. Well, I did. I coached little league for a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah, I'll never. And I love kids baseball. I love kids playing. I love teaching kids to play baseball. I love it's the parents every time. I was like a youth umpire when I was and I thought that would be a fun thing to do, just to keep. As a kid, I was like 16 years old and I'm having parents like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, what? Dude? It's like, do you really, Mr. Williams? Like, you're my. Are you the guy that works at the grocery store? What? Like, why are you yelling at me like this? I just called this. What are you talking about? Yeah, I can't stand. Like, it's always the parents, always.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm glad they're taking such a firm stance on it. It's just sad that we've gotten to this point that it's literally just get out. You're banned for a lifetime. What are you teaching your children about these things?
Hopefully nothing, because you're banned. You can't teach them anything at the game. Like, and you know what would be the happiest about this is probably the kid. Because if you're the kind of parent who's up there who will fight with other parents in the stands, I promise you, your kid doesn't want you at that game.
Oh, no.
I promise you, your kid doesn't want you there.
Horrified. I would be horrified if my parent was something like I didn't do sports, but I showed horses.
Mm-hmm.
And, my dad would sometimes really yell at me if I didn't do well, but he was just yelling at me.
Yeah.
He wasn't like going out in the middle of the arena. I understand it's not a team sport.
What do you mean if you didn't do well?
If I didn't do well, he would yell at me.
You just walk out and go, hey, everybody, here's a horse.
No, I did speed games.
Because I can show a horse too.
No, it's not. No. I did speed games. So the point was to do a certain pattern.
Oh, you did that? Like barrel racing?
Mm-hmm. I did barrels and poles. I was, for quarter horses, I was number 3 in the state for barrels and number 2 for poles.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So if I didn't rank high enough and do well enough, if I didn't go fast enough, I kicked over a barrel, I knocked over a pole or whatever. One time, he was going to show me how it was done. And he took my horse and my horse fell.
Oh.
Yeah, it's horrible. And there is nothing that wrenches my heart out of my chest more than watching a horse fall. Like, it's horrifying, especially it was my horse. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So I get that. I get that feeling of having your parent just be so, like, it takes the fun out of the sport.
I didn't know. I know that you liked horse. I know that you like rode horses and stuff. I didn't know that you actually showed your horses?
Yeah.
Horses?
I went to the Youth World Quarter Horse Championships right before I moved away from
So
Iowa.
not a full horse. It was like a quarter of a horse.
Yeah, just a quarter of a horse.
Just a little tiny, like a Shetland
quarter
pony.
horse is a specific breed of horse.
I know what it is.
I know you do, but that's for everybody else. So I ranked high enough in Iowa that I qualified for the World Championships. So I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and did
really?
that
That's where they had the. Really, it wasn't like
yeah, and I don't remember if it moved around or if that just happened, and that was just that year it was there. But it was basically every state had two or three. Well, had the top two from every state of each event went and got to show your horse, got to participate in all the events. So it wasn't just barrels and poles; it was the jumpers and all of the other.
That
dressage.
makes so much sense to me that you were a barrel racer.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it?
Because you watched Yellowstone. Remember when they had some fun comments about barrel racers in there. That it makes so much sense.
Yep. I'll have to find some pictures and send to you. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun.
Cool.
It was a lot of fun.
I would love to even to this day, I would love to. It's something I wish I had done a long time ago, ride horses. I love watching horses. I love, just like the whole idea of hopping on a horse and riding just out, just let's go down the trail for a little while.
Yep.
Because the only horses I've been on is remember the one time at the parade?
No.
Oh, no. That wasn't with you. That's when I was on the country station in Madison.
Oh,
they were like,
get loose?
Well, no, somebody, I don't know how it happened, but it came up on the air that I should be riding a horse in the parade. And so somebody brought a horse.
Oh, no.
Like literally in their trailer, they brought it. They handed me the horse and they're like, okay. And they helped me up on it. And they're like, all right. And they're like, so we'll be here at the end. I'm like, wait, what? And the horse started just kind of wandering around. I'm like, hey, I don't know what to do. Like, what?
I don't know how to drive this thing.
I'm like reaching out. I'm like talking to the horse. I'm like, no, stop, horse, stop. And it just kept going and everything. And like, I'm like, get out of the way, people. I don't. And we're just walking. I'm like, I can't, I don't. And people are like, pull back on the reins. I pull back. And then the horse stopped.
Then it went back.
And then it started going backwards. I'm like, no, stop, beep, beep. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Go forward. And so I put the foot down. And I kind of like moved my foot. And now the horse started going fast. I'm like, no, stop.
Dan, I would have never done you dirty like that. I would have helped you.
I feel like they thought I knew. It was never a question. Like nobody asked me if I knew what I was doing. It just came up that I should ride a horse. And I'm like, I don't have a horse. Somebody called me like, well, I have a horse. And I thought, that was funny. And they showed up to parade with the horse. And it never came up that I have no clue.
And how trusting. Horses are not cheap. Horses are expensive animals. Wow.
That happened to me. That happened to me once when I was on the radio in Green Bay with a gun. I'm like, I want to go shoot like trap shooting, like this, like the like a skeet shooting thing. Yes. And there was a charity thing coming. I'm like, I need a gun. Some guy calls up and goes, I'll bring a gun. You got to use one of my guns. I'll drop it off at the station. I'm like, okay. Granted, today you can't just walk into the radio station with a shotgun, but he comes in, he drops off the gun. He's like, all right, just bring it back. I'm like, well, I don't even know what to buy for that. Like, I don't know. Turns out this gun that he dropped off was like a $6,000. It was like this crazy Winchester super high end model. Cause I was walking around with it at the shoot. People like, wow, where'd you get that? Everybody's like losing their minds over this gun. And I'm like, I don't know. Larry dropped it off. Like, I don't know. Like, what? Like, I don't know anything about this gun. And they're all losing their minds at this gun.
Can you imagine now walking around just the radio station with a gun?
I took a gun to school once. Now, I didn't take it in. I took it into the parking lot because a teacher wanted to buy it. It was my uncle's gun, and my teacher was buying it. What? And I took it. It was in my car, and it was just in the parking lot. I didn't bring it in the school, but the teacher's out in the parking lot with a gun, holding it up in the air, looking through the barrel and everything. It was a shotgun. He's looking through the barrel, and it didn't even feel weird. Like, it was...
Right.
It was just a different time, but...
Yeah, it was. So do you think, Dan, you were more comfortable on the horse or more comfortable doing roller derby?
Well, I was closer to the ground on roller derby.
That's fair.
And although I didn't have people trying to knock me off the horse. And I feel like everybody was trying to knock me down. Uh-huh. Everybody.
Well, that's the point of roller derby. Yes.
Yeah, but I think they had like a chart going over there. Like every time somebody took me down, there was another notch on the chart.
I every once in a while come across that picture of Angela looking back at you laughing after she knocked you over.
And the worst part is she didn't even really she barely touched me.
Right. It probably
but I was already beat up so much that at that point I'm just like, listen, I don't care. If somebody touches me, I'm like, I'm down. I'm going down. I'm like, because I can either fight it for 10 seconds and then fall on my face, or I can just go down right now and fall on my shoulder. Like, I'll just fall on my shoulder. It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. And plus you were padded for that, usually on horseback. I know now they make kids wear helmets and stuff like that. We did not wear helmets. Yeah. I did get a concussion from falling off and hitting my head on a barrel once.
Oh,
that was at home. Actually, it wasn't even
even on a horse. There was just a barrel there, and I was just walking through the backyard, and there's a barrel, and I hit it. And
no, I was on a horse at the time. Then I fell off of it and whacked my head.
Wow,
good times.
The only other horse I've ridden was like a trail horse, and they're kind of depressed. They're just like, they don't care. They just walk into trees and stuff. They're like, I don't care.
They're autopilot.
Yeah.
Any sort of trail horse is just on autopilot. You're not controlling anything.
I feel like I'm too old now to just say, I'd like to learn how to ride a horse and take a horse. I'm too old for this now.
No, you're not, but things might break a lot easier.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and we're not going to do that. Okay, next story, Nicole.
I'm ready.
All right. A recent study has linked hydrogen sulfide to potential protective effects against Alzheimer's disease. Research suggests that the exposure to the gas might improve brain function and reduce cognitive decline. Findings are based on laboratory tests in mice and may eventually open new doors in the treatment of age-related neurodegenerative conditions.
What is hydro blah, blah, blah?
Your farts.
What?
Yep. Hydrogen sulfide is most regularly produced by farting.
What is happening to us tonight? This is weird.
I told you where this was going.
In the toilet.
This was predicted. Carla predicted this a while ago. Yeah. So,
wait, is it your own farts or no?
Well, really, anybody's farts.
Anybody's farts. It's the gas.
The headline is "Sniffing your own farts could protect your brain and prevent Alzheimer's," and it's not a joke. It's
a case for a Dutch oven, I guess. You know what a Dutch oven is, right?
I do, Nicole. Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you know.
Sometimes you don't know if I know Dutch oven.
I don't know. Oh my God. What a ridiculous study.
The idea of sniffing your own farts sounds more like a joke than science. The results point to a serious link between hydrogen sulfide and brain cell health.
How does this who's sitting around, like, you're spitballing ideas on what sort of research study you should do, and somebody says, you know what? Farts and Alzheimer's. Let's talk about it.
This gets better. The core of the study focused on how introducing hydrogen sulfide might actually reverse Alzheimer's symptoms. The results showed that the behavioral outcomes of Alzheimer's disease could be reversed by introducing hydrogen sulfide, according to Johns Hopkins University.
I mean, that's legit.
So can you imagine, just like you're on college campus and, you get those things about, hey, we're doing research.
You want to participate in this study? Mm-hmm.
How do they know mice have Alzheimer's?
I don't know. I'm often very interested in how they know mice have X, Y, or Z, or the things that they're studying, or like smells, whenever they know like an animal can identify smells or things like that. How do we know? We don't know.
Yeah, we just assume
that.
That they're telling us that. I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so all I'm saying is the next time, Paul crop dusts you, he actually is trying to help.
That's going to be the new reason.
That's what I'm going with from now on.
Uh-huh. Great.
God, what did you do? I'm helping you live.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll do it with the garage door shut. I'll just sit out there and the whole time but you know what? It still won't matter because there's not enough of it.
I don't know.
Well, that one might be a little.
That might be too cross-pollination. It might be just a little too much.
Ate the night before.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's just it. If you're participating in the study, do they send you, here are the food items we would like you to eat? Does it matter what you ate before? Because, sometimes the gas doesn't smell and sometimes it does. Does that matter?
I don't know. Yeah. What's what part makes the stink part?
Right.
What you're asking? I don't know.
Well, and is that the stink part the part that makes it effective on your brain, or if silent but deadly still
I feel like you need the stink because it's the hydrogen sulfide, and that's it's actually the gas responsible for the smell of flatulence. So yeah, I think you need that.
So silent ones aren't going to do anybody any good.
Silent but deadly is actually a good name for it because they're deadly. They're not going to do anything for you. They're not going to help keep you alive.
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, I have so much to look on. Should we call it there, Dan? You want me to do one more?
Let's do one final one. We can.
All right. Speaking of things,
because we got to end with something that's not about poop. Oh, so you did tie it in. Okay, you did.
I did find a way to tie it. I segued it, but I was going to leave it from there. McDonald's is getting sued. It is a class action lawsuit about the McRib. Everybody. McDonald's has pushed back against claims in a class action lawsuit that the company misled customers by advertising that the McRib as a rib meat sandwich when the patty is allegedly coming from other pork cuts. The fast food chain says the McRib is made of, quote, seasoned boneless pork dipped in tangy barbecue sauce, topped with slivered onions and tangy pickles, toasted home-style bun.
Not mine. Pickles and onions are not on mine, but okay.
Of course they aren't.
Yeah.
But the lawyers are arguing that a McRib isn't an accurate representation of what's actually in the sandwich, according to a lawsuit filed on behalf of 4 different plaintiffs in the Northern District of Illinois. Despite its name and distinctive shape, it's a meat patty. It's been deliberately crafted to resemble a rack of pork ribs. The McRib does not contain actual pork rib meat at all, says the lawsuit. Well, duh.
Do they think that looks like a rack of ribs?
First off, who doesn't know that they form that? You're right. It doesn't look like a rack of ribs at all. And it's just like a form, and they just dump a bunch of meat stuff into it and form it. Their chicken McNuggets aren't chicken either.
I swear that's the next words out of my mouth. Like, next thing you're going to tell me the chicken McNuggets don't have real chicken.
Like, you are a fan of the McRib. This goes back
love the McRib.
Years and years. Yeah. You would get excited when McRib season was coming, even though now it's kind of all the time. But
no, it's not. Remember a couple years ago they said, and now this is it. Now it's never coming back. And then it came back. Yeah.
Yeah, they came back and now they're getting sued. But did you at any point ever, Dan, think it was actually ribs?
One time. Did I? I don't think it's actual pork.
That's probably fair.
I think it's like, or if it is what's left after everything else has been done with the pork. And it's basically just a big, let's throw all the crap in this thing and this squeeze it out into this form. And that's what I think it is.
Well, the lawsuit actually alleges that the company has used ground up portions of, quote, lower grade pork products such as pork shoulder, heart, tripe, and scalded stomach to make the patty. McDonald's is denying those claims.
What's wrong with pork shoulder?
Pork shoulder's fine. I think people don't want to eat the tripe or the scalded stomach.
Yeah.
I do know my dad used to drive truck, and he used to drive for McDonald's or would haul cattle. And sometimes he would take him to like the McDonald's processing. And he said they were never in really good shape. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but again, it's McDonald's. What I don't
understand. You're buying a sandwich. You're buying like chicken nuggets for like 10 for like $1 or something. What are you expecting out of this? Isn't like the high quality grass fed, grain only fed animal. I mean, come on. It's McDonald's. It's cheap. Right. It's the stuff that nobody else wants it. It's where else would those cows go?
Right. Well, I think nowhere. But yeah, they're getting sued. They are getting sued.
Yeah. Paul says some may question the beef content in the burgers. Agreed. Yes.
Yeah. Now McDonald's is saying McRib is made with 100% pork sourced from U.S. farmers. They first started selling the McRib in 1981, pulled it from the menu in 85 because of poor sales. So then that's when they decided to make it, not a regular thing. It would just be it would come back, made a return from 89 to 2004. Then it went on a farewell tour from 2005 to 2007, only to be brought back in 2020. So that was kind of a big gap. And then another comeback, as you said, last year, 24,
it went from when to 2020?
What's that?
It went from when?
2007 to 2020.
We didn't have McRibs from 2007 to 2020. It was like 13 years without McRibs?
That's what it says. Now, the sandwich typically costs between $3.99 and $7.99. That's a big gap.
It doesn't feel right.
I don't know. That's what this is what.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not the sandwich, not the price. I'm just saying the fact that it was gone.
Oh no, I thought it was that long.
I mean, they would know, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
I've never thought that's an actual rib meat. I've never given any. I don't. This is somebody obviously looking for a settlement.
Correct. And it's making the national news, so Again, I say, if you're going to McDonald's, you just don't ask questions like, "Oh, I wonder what's in this sandwich." Or maybe that's just me. That is just my general life rule when I'm going to a place like that. I don't ask because I don't want to know. Hot dogs, don't want to know what's in them. They're delicious. Don't want to know.
We don't know. We don't care.
That's right.
One final thought before we go. It's a little fast food related. It was this month, 42 years ago, that we first heard the phrase, "Where's the beef?"
42 years ago?
42 years ago this month.
Oh, where's the beef indeed?
That old lady, Clara, what's her name?
Oh,
where's the beef?
I can see her in my brain, but I could not tell you her name.
Do you remember how big that was? Like people, there were buttons and shirts and everybody was walking around. Yeah, Clara Peller. That's right.
Of course, my husband knows the answer. This is why he wins trivia every time we do trivia.
Where's the beef? 42 years ago.
It was a phenomenon.
It was insane. It was everybody was saying it. I mean, that's like one of the biggest advertising wins of all time.
Yep.
Where's the beef?
It still sticks in my brain.
Yep.
As soon as you started saying it, I was like, I hear it. I see her.
Yeah.
With her little purse. Where's the beef?
All right.
What a time, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us for episode 130. Spinners, you are going to have some bonus content on Friday. No poop involved. Well, I guess.
Hold on, let me see what the.
I don't
probably
think so.
not, but
but we might be able to find a way to do it.
If we work hard, we can tie it in. Yeah,
that's right. And if you're listening and going, "What? I'm not a spinner. I want to be," visit our website at stillspinningpodcast.com to find out how you can do that. You can also buy some merch. You can watch back episodes, listen to back bonus episodes, and we will be back next week Monday for another live recording. If you are joining us on Wednesday, you'll get it on Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Have a great week.